Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Gideon, the Rest of the Story. Gideon made the gold into an ephod, which he placed in Ophrah, his town. All Israel prostituted themselves by worshipping it there, and it became a snare to Gideon and his family. Judges 8:27. The entire country wanted him to become king. Why did he refuse? Gideon, who we read about yesterday, was a hero among the nation of Israel. He not only was a great guy, faithful believer, and wartime hero, but also was a penchant for innovative battle tactics. God used him and an army of about 300 men, with nothing more than trumpets and torches, to defeat thousands. Most of us know this story, but what people don't talk about is what happened to Gideon afterward. After returning from the battle, he was brought out before the people of Israel, who were itching to get him to do more. They cried out, "Rule over us as our king, you and your son and grandson, because you have rescued us from the Midianites." But here, we see that Gideon was still a pretty amazing guy, because he told them, "I will not rule over you, neither will my son rule over you. The Lord will rule over you." Gideon understood that God himself wanted to be their king and rule over them in fairness, wisdom, and generosity. Gideon refused to become their king because that position belonged to God. But unfortunately, he did want to be something else, the high priest. He rejected the throne, but he aimed for the next highest position in Israel. He asked the people to bring the gold earrings they had plundered from the Midianites, and he formed an ephod from it. An ephod was the special gold tunic worn only by the Jewish high priest when coming before God in the tabernacle services. He took this sparkly ephod back to his hometown, and instead of using the tunic in the tabernacle services, set it up in the town. It became like an idol to the people there. They actually came and worshipped it. So the whole story is that Gideon rescued his people from one oppressor only to saddle them with another, the curse of idolatry. They simply traded one enemy for another. Gideon had been a success while following God, but went his own way and almost undid what had been accomplished. Don't just follow God's plans part way. Follow them all the way through, especially after you experience success. That's perhaps when it's the easiest to go off on our own way. Decide today to follow God's plan for your life completely without wavering. May God bless you today.